Can you explain the difference between accounts payable and accounts receivable? Basically, the purpose of asking this particular question from your interviewer is that your interviewer wants to assess your understanding of basic accounting principles and your ability to distinguish between key financial concepts. So, how you can answer to this particular question is that, well, accounts payable refers to the money a company owes to its suppliers or creditors for goods or services purchased on credit. It is recorded as a liability on the balance sheet. On the other hand, accounts receivable is the money a company is owed by its customers for goods or services sold on credit. It is recorded as an asset on the balance sheet. Question number 2. How do you ensure accuracy in your work when handling financial records? Basically, the purpose of asking this particular question from your interviewer is that your interviewer wants to gauge your attention to detail and your ability to maintain accuracy when managing financial data. So, how you can answer to this particular question is that, well, I ensure accuracy in my work by double checking my entries, reconciling accounts regularly, and using accounting software to minimize errors. I also make it a habit to review my work at the end of each day to catch any potential mistakes and make corrections promptly. Question number 3. What accounting software are you familiar with and how have you used it in the past? Basically, the purpose of asking this particular question from your interviewer is that your interviewer wants to evaluate your technical skills and experience with accounting software, which is essential for an accounting assistant role. So, how you can answer to this particular question is that, well, I am familiar with several accounting software programs, including QuickBooks and Microsoft Excel. In my previous internship, I used QuickBooks to manage invoicing, track expenses, and reconcile bank statements. I also used Excel to create financial reports and analyze data, which helped in identifying trends and making informed decisions. Question number 4. Can you describe a time when you identified and resolved a discrepancy in financial records? Basically, the purpose of asking this particular question from your interviewer is that your interviewer wants to assess your problem solving skills and your ability to handle errors or discrepancies in financial data. So, how you can answer to this particular question is that, well, during my internship, I noticed a discrepancy in the accounts payable records where an invoice had been recorded twice. I reviewed the transaction history, verified the payment details with the vendor, and corrected the entry in the system. I also implemented a checklist process to prevent similar errors in the future. Question number 5. How do you prioritize tasks when handling multiple assignments? Basically, the purpose of asking this particular question from your interviewer is that your interviewer wants to understand your time management skills and how you handle the pressure of managing various tasks in an accounting role. So, how you can answer to this particular question is that, well, I prioritize tasks by assessing their deadlines and importance. I start with the most urgent and time sensitive tasks, such as processing payments or reconciling accounts. For longer term projects, I break them down into smaller tasks and allocate time for them throughout the week. I also use a to do list to keep track of my progress and ensure that nothing is overlooked. So, there you have it, 5 most important accounting assistant job interview questions along with their sample answers. Always remember that practice makes perfect. So, take these answers as a starting point and tailor them to your own experiences and skills. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe our channel Knowledge Topper and also gives a thumbs up as well. You can also share it with anyone you think could benefit from it. And don't forget to leave a comment below if you have any questions or suggestions for future video topics. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you in the next video on Knowledge Topper. Until then, keep striving for professional success. Have a good day.